I would say that there is an immense need for programs such as this that will allow women to not only to heal, to reconnect, to be whole. Seeing my piece, part of my piece being fired, became so real to me. Not only that this was real representation of how I felt inside, it was really translating the intangible thought in my head into this tangible sculpture, but also that I saw what happened during firing. A little piece broke off here, there was a little crack there, but it survived. It made it.
There was a point when I was molding the clay and working with it as a ball, and it was starting to take shape, and I was forming something, and it occurred to me that I'm making something out of almost nothing, sand and water, and it could become anything. And the sweat was pouring onto the clay, my tears were coming onto the clay. I think I probably had cuts on my hands from something or other, so I had blood, sweat, and tears in there, and I just realized all of that's going into this. It's all going to go into this clay, and it may get burned out by the kiln, but it's in there, and that's sort of what difficulty of surviving abuse and violence and stuff is. It's about blood, sweat, and tears, and I was able to get all that out, and it was so it exhausted me, but it also helped me to just sort of get a different perspective on things.
I ended up rolling my first one. I thought, that looks like a finger. I don't know why, it just did. And then I just kept doing them, and then I ended up making hands. And I had this thing about rolling a bunch of things and getting a bunch of clay and then clumping it together, and I could just see the hand, and I just started making hands. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I just kept making hands. The hands have become the single most important part of my therapy in every way. The sculpting in particular was the single most important, that was my pivotal moment. That was it. It's not because of this or anything, that really, really was it for me. Because I learned how to sculpt and make those hands, and that's probably the single most important thing I've done in my therapy. I have continued to use art as a tool to work through my stuff, and that's probably saved my life. It's certainly been the most valuable piece that I've learned.